Bro, I fucking hate OBS. Hate OBS. But anyways, everybody go ahead and check out this last video that I posted, bro. Everybody go ahead and check out this last video that I posted, bro. This was fire. This was so fire. So fire, chat. Like, this was so fire. Alright, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into some, well, first things first though. We gotta react to this fan film. We gotta react to Spider-Man Prom Night, you know what I'm saying? We gotta react to that Spider-Man Prom Night.
Go. Welcome everybody, I'm the newest Spider-Man, and we have been working very hard on this new film, and I promise you it is coming soon. But for now, enjoy this trailer. Oh my god, hi. Stop Hunters. I'm sorry, I lost track of time.
Oh. Whoa. Hold up, before we even start this trailer. Alright. Yo, if you guys are watching, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Anyways, let's go ahead and restart that. Got like right here. Alright, let's see what we got.
I'm sorry, I lost track of time.
Bro, already off the bat, you can tell that he looks like Peter. He looks like the ultimate Spider-Man version of Peter. He looks like the ultimate Spider-Man version of Peter. That's one of the ones I like.
Lost track of time.
Well, do you have it? You haven't been wearing this, have you, Peter?
No.
Oh, the black suit.
Kurt, you're not a monster.
Bro, I remember having that exact black suit.
It's just gonna take practice.
A few fixes. I took some time off to try to find where my serum went wrong, but I think I found the cure. No!
This is one of the ones that I can't wait to see, other than Spider-Man Solar. Spider-Man Solar, 100%, we're watching that. Alright, but anyways, go ahead and check out this. We gotta go ahead and check out this. We're gonna go over everything today, bro. That's on Wake Up Boost.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Marvel Spider-Man 2 video, and today what I got for you guys here is some very...
Hold on. Alright, there we go. Alright, sorry about that, Caboose.
I know a lot of people out there, myself included,
Yes!
really want to know when we're going to hear from this game again. We got
Yes!
the reveal last year during the PlayStation Showcase,
And it was fire.
Incredible. It was so hype. I mean, oh my god! Spider-Man 2!
Yeah!
And now we're all wondering, when are we going to see some more? We know what's coming in 2023, but when can we expect to see a brand new trailer, some gameplay, something? I might have that answer for you guys today. Before we jump into this though, if you're looking forward to Marvel Spider-Man 2, if you cannot wait to see Insomniac Games' next big effort in their partnership with Marvel Games, well then scroll down right now, hit that thumbs up button, and share your excitement with me. Let's get this video to another 2,000 likes because the support and you guys hitting those like goals and crushing them has been incredible lately. I cannot be more appreciative of all the support that you're showing on the channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, every year Disney puts together an expo known as D23. And what this is pretty much an all-you-can-eat Disney buffet. If it's related to a Disney property or if it's owned by Disney, you can expect to see some news, some information, some reveals during D23.
That's why a lot of people are saying that, we might see Marvel Spider-Man 2 story trailer or something coming from it. Because that's the thing, if we do see a story trailer, at least for my expectations, I'm hoping to see Harry. I'm hoping to see the black suit, or at least I'm hoping to see, Peter and Harry, like, interact, like, hearing them talk, which would, that would be crazy.
This is usually when you see a lot of MCU announcements, Sometimes Kevin Feige comes out and likes to talk about upcoming projects, especially considering that there's a lot of Marvel shows coming to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
He talks about the movies, and in years prior, there's even been appearances from Marvel Spider-Man. There was a behind-the-scenes trailer that they showcased during D23 one year when Marvel Spider-Man for the PS4 was coming.
Which I didn't see, by the way. I didn't see this at all, but I did hear about it. I did hear about it. So that was one of the things. Is if, see, like right here, Spider-Man for PS4 gets another look at D23. What are the odds that this could be a date that we could end up getting the reveal trailer? Not even a reveal trailer. Not even a reveal trailer, if that. A story trailer. Or at least a gameplay trailer. Like, what are the odds that we're going to get that?
Out, and so now people are wondering, maybe, just maybe, we can see some more from Marvel Spider-Man 2 during this year's D23. And Marvel Games just added a little bit of fuel to that fire in an official press release that was put out about all of Marvel and all their presence that they're going to have at D23. So it's mentioned here over on the Marvel website. With just over a month until Disney's highly anticipated D23 Expo presented by Visa in Anaheim, kicking off September 9th, Marvel is unveiling a can't-miss lineup of panels, stage events, guest appearances, exclusive merchandise, giveaways, and more. Fans will be able to explore the Marvel Studios Pavilion on the show.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I know you guys can't see it, but right here,
awesome costume.
I can catch it. Right here, it says elsewhere on the show floor, Shop Disney booth. The Shop Disney booth will be spotlighting exciting Marvel merchandise featuring the Avengers, Spider-Man, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, along with a variety of other products at retailer booths. So that means that we could be seeing. I can see where this is coming from.
Display, exclusive giveaways, a photo activation, and other surprises. Elsewhere on the show floor, the Shop Disney booth will be spotlighting exciting Marvel merchandise featuring the Avengers, Spider-Man, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, along with a variety of other products at retailers' booths during the show. And then finally, it says here, throughout the weekend at D23 Expo, fans won't want to miss
Marvel's panels. I can see, okay, wait, hold up, I see where it's going. Okay, so throughout the week, see, look, right here, beyond 60 beyond, like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they put beyond amazing in quotation marks right here? Like, why would they put that in quotations, right? That would mean that they're gearing up for Marvel games.
And stage events diving into what's next for Marvel Studios, a celebration of 60 beyond amazing years of Spider-Man, an exciting current look at Marvel
games,
and more. Now, unfortunately,
and we all know that Insomniac Games and Sony bought Marvel Games. Spider-Man is now a Marvel-owned property, but it's still a Sony-owned property. Wait, hold up. Yeah, that's Marvel Games, so we could be seeing it because Insomniac works with PlayStation because PlayStation bought Insomniac. What are the odds that we get a chance to see it?
Unfortunately, it doesn't list specifically when we're going to see a panel for Marvel games, but it lists a bunch of other things that you can look forward to during the D23 Expo. And based on what's mentioned there, there's going to be an exciting look on current Marvel games. So to my understanding, with the way that it's worded, I don't think we're going to see anything from unannounced Marvel games. So don't expect to see anything from Amy Hennig's Marvel
Wolverine
at Skydance New Media. Don't expect to hear about that rumored Black Panther game from EA. It's going to be a look at current Marvel games that, from what I believe, have already been announced. And one of those is, of course,
Marvel Spider-Man 2.
And as I mentioned earlier, years prior, we got a trailer for Spider-Man PS4 during D23. So Marvel games, PlayStation,
they could be playing this game too.
No strangers to showing off this franchise to the people that are attending this expo. Besides, if we're going based on the track record of PlayStation and what they've been doing in the last couple of years, you know what else comes in September? A nice PlayStation showcase. We got God of War Ragnarok on the way in November, and people have been begging for some brand new gameplay. We know Marvel Spider-Man 2 is on the way in 2023.
Now, the thing is, with that, I'm pretty sure that they are going to release a trailer on the anniversary of the game. That's the one thing that I told you guys about in my last live stream. I'm pretty sure that they are going to release the new gameplay or the new trailer for the anniversary of the first game. If not, they could drop it on the 2-year anniversary of Miles Morales. That could also happen. Because when you think about it, Insomniac was playing this long game. So if they were playing the long game, it makes sense for them to actually want to release the gameplay trailer. Well, why do I keep calling it a gameplay trailer? Or they could release, the gameplay or, a story trailer on the anniversary of the first game.
And we don't have any information about a release date or any gameplay to go off of, which is very different from when Spider-Man PS4 was first revealed. So I think September, whether it's a PlayStation showcase or whether it's this D23.
And on top, not to mention, September is the anniversary for... It's the anniversary for The Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2. Last of Us. And also, you have the anniversary of Marvel Spider-Man 1. So... Caboose, what's your okay, Caboose?
3 Expo is a very safe bet on when we're gonna hear or see some more from Insomniac Games' next outing with Marvel Spider-Man 2. And honestly, I for one cannot be more excited.
I mean, the thing is with me, like, I'm sticking to my release date. Like, my release date is, well, at least for the trailer release. I'm thinking, considering that we got the reveal trailer, but I'm thinking of whenever it comes to the story trailer or just the gameplay trailer, I'm expecting the gameplay trailer or the original, well, not the original trailer, but the story trailer where we get Harry. I'm expecting to see that on the anniversary. I'm expecting to see that on the anniversary. It just makes a whole lot of sense if it's going to be the anniversary because Marvel Spider-Man came out on September 8th. So we could be seeing gameplay for that game on September 8th.
Excited. I am dying to see more from this game. That trailer, I mean, you saw my reaction earlier. Completely caught me off guard. I was not expecting that during the PlayStation Showcase, especially after they already revealed Wolverine.
Yeah!
Now that it's on the way, I just want to see more. Can we potentially play as Venom? Can we see Kraven this time? I don't want to just hear his voice.
Technically it was September 7th, but you know what I mean.
I want to see what gameplay is going to look like. All that fun stuff. This is easily, without a shadow of a doubt, the game that I am most looking forward to in the superhero genre for video games. Don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to all of them, but Spider-Man, I mean, come on, Spider-Man PS4 was unreal, and Spider-Man Miles Morales was almost better. I mean, the game is definitely a huge step up.
Exactly.
Considering it's a game that only came out 2 years after the original, it blows my mind how good Miles Morales is. And now that we know that the team that was working on the first game has been working on the second game ever since
for 5 years.
Well, who knows how good it's going to be. And it's going to be exclusive.
That's what I like about Insomniac, is that they flat out already planned this game. They already planned for this game to come out. They already planned for it. That's how calculated that they were. That's why I messed with them. They were already working on the second game, which means that once we get the second game, chat, this is what I'm thinking. Once we get the second game, there will be a third game. Considering that it is going to be a trilogy. So, like I said, if you guys haven't checked out my, Norman Osborn video or my Green Goblin video, go ahead and check that out. Post-credit scene. This is what I'm talking about.
To the PlayStation 5, taking advantage of that hardware, my goodness, this game is going to blow our mind. So fingers crossed that September is our time to celebrate and get hyped and get to see more from this game. But either way, I'm gonna keep you guys up to date. Keep it locked to this channel. I'll make sure you are informed on anything and everything for Marvel Spider-Man 2. And with that being said, now I want to kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think that this game is going to get a reveal of some sort during D23, or do you think they're going to save it for the next PlayStation Showcase?
I mean, I'm thinking that it's going to be saved till the showcase, but then again, the anniversary for the game is coming up. So they could just drop a huge freaking web bomb on us and just went, here's the trailer. We've been holding on to it for X amount of time. If they've been holding on to that trailer for that amount of time, bro, that's what I'm guessing. Is for the fact they could drop a huge giant web or freaking, or if they drop that on there, chat, you guys already know, my spider sense is gonna go crazy. If it drops, my Spidey sense is going to be going off the charts if it actually drops that. If it drops that day, you guys already know I'm going to go crazy for that. Ooh, we got Secret Wars. What else do you want to react to, chat? We had the Ideal Venom. Already saw this one. We didn't see this one.
Hey, what's up, everyone? CBK here, bringing you.
Yo, what's going on, Keenan?
Spider-Man 2 video. No surprise there. It's the only thing I cover on my channel.
Yeah.
Guys, we finally have a glimmer of hope for when we could potentially see some gameplay for Marvel Spider-Man 2, or perhaps another trailer. You heard me correctly. Marvel has announced that not only will there be movies, TV shows, and comics at D23, but they will be bringing a panel for Marvel Games.
Oh, I can't do it at
I'm sure
1440.
Most of you guys know this already, but Marvel Games is owned by Disney, and it is why Marvel Games will have a presence at D23 this year. D23 being Disney's version of Comic-Con, where they show off stuff for all of their major projects in the coming years, such as Marvel movies, TV, and Star Wars content. And even though Marvel Spider-Man is a Sony exclusive,
The Sony exclusive owned property, it is still
games, but in collaboration with Sony.
with Sony,
This is
yeah.
important news for those of you who are wondering when we can get literally any news for Marvel Spider-Man 2. In a press release by the people at D23, they said that fans won't want to miss Marvel's panel and stage events diving into what's next for Marvel Studios, a celebration of 60 beyond amazing years of Spider-Man, and an exciting current look at Marvel games, and more. So this doesn't necessarily confirm anything for Marvel Spider-Man 2, but it would make a ton of sense. Other games I wouldn't be surprised to see is something for Midnight Suns, because it is set to release on October 7th of this year, a game that I must say I'm actually pretty excited to play. I know that may be a surprise to some of you guys. It would also be cool to hear some new info for Wolverine perhaps. I know that that game is likely years away, but it would be really cool to get a little bit of info on it, just anything. And then we also know that Marvel is working with Skydance New Media on a new AAA Marvel game, so we could potentially get some info on that as well. If I had to guess though, I say that without a doubt we will get something for Midnight Suns just because it is releasing this year. And then I think there's about a 50% chance that we could get something from Marvel Spider-Man 2. But Marvel Spider-Man 2 honestly does sound like something that would be held for a PlayStation showcase, but I could be wrong. All I know is that I will be taking the entire weekend off of work for D23 just so I can sit here and enjoy any news that I could get for Marvel Spider-Man 2.
I mean, when it does come out, it's gonna be
I'd love to
insane.
see some gameplay from Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Right.
I wouldn't even be mad if they decided just to give us another trailer and then save some gameplay for Sony's PlayStation Showcase. That would honestly be awesome to me.
Which, by the way, we will be streaming that. We will be streaming that, so, you know, you don't gotta worry about that. We will be streaming the fuck out of that shit.
But guys, that's going to do it for this video. I know it's a shorter one, but I had to talk about this quickly. Be sure to subscribe to keep up with all of the Marvel Spider-Man 2 hype. That's going to be it for me today, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Like, chat, everybody knows I'm gonna be streaming. Ooh, Easter eggs. You already see. Let's go to Keenan's channel. I don't know if we have anything from News to Astonish. Alright, so we got one concern. Alright, so we got one concern, and after we got... Alright, so let's do Easter eggs first.
Hey, what's up everyone? CBK here, bringing you another Marvel Spider-Man 2 video. And to those of you who are new here, I only talk about Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Yo, if you guys haven't...
That sounds like
Yo, if you guys haven't already, make sure to go ahead and like the stream. Like the stream, share it everywhere. Share it everywhere, bro. Share it everywhere. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like that stream. Like the stream, bro. Like the stream. Everybody go ahead and leave a like on the stream. On top of that, we'll be leaving Keenan's video and link down in the description below. I'll make sure to link it down below.
Video, then consider hitting that subscribe button for me. With that out of the way, let's swing on into today's video. So a few days ago, I asked some of you guys to leave me some of your video suggestions on my community tab here on YouTube. And you guys came up with some really great topics, and I definitely plan on getting to making videos on a lot of your ideas. But today I wanted to talk about Easter eggs I'd like to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2. The Easter eggs in Marvel Spider-Man PS4 was one of my favorite things to explore within the game. Getting to collect all of the backpacks with Easter eggs about Peter's past, as well as some really cool Marvel related locations, was awesome.
Like the
Needless to
Avengers
say,
Tower.
I love some Easter eggs. So here are the ideas I have for potential Easter eggs in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm going to start with what I think is one of the most important locations in this story, and that is Aunt May's home.
Ooh!
Phone call with
Yes! 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 Yes, that's what I was saying. I can go along with, you know, since they're expanding the map, we could see Queens. We could see Queens, we could see, you know, we could see Brooklyn. Since they have a lot of memories there. We could see all of that. And knowing that Peter probably, like I say, probably moved, but he's probably, you know, still going over to Aunt May's house. He's still probably going over to Aunt May's house, so like, oh my god.
Miles in Spider-Man.
Like, think about all the memories that Peter has there too. Like, his first ever suit that he made. Like, his first ever suit that he made would just be like, he would just be like, the amount of memories and, you know, the amount of webs that I had to put up. Like, that would be fire.
Miles Morales, it appears that Peter and MJ could potentially be moving into Aunt May's home.
Oh, big W.
The home wouldn't necessarily be an Easter egg because I would like to see it as a playable location in this game.
Yeah.
Similar to how they handled Miles Morales.
And this has some 2 video game. We got a glimpse of that too. So we could get a glimpse of that in this one too.
And within that home, I would love to see a ton of Easter eggs filled with Peter's history. I want to see some things in the apartment that bring back nice stories about Uncle Ben. Perhaps Peter can just reminisce on some things found in the home that just brings back memories of his uncle. And how about giving us the option to see Peter's old bedroom filled with details about Peter's early years as Spider-Man, because it's very likely that he spent the first few years of his Spider-Man career living with Aunt May. I'm a sucker for photos too. I love.
The thing is, if you guys didn't know, this Peter has probably been Spider-Man ever since he was 15. So,
have a really cool story behind them. Those stories can really help flesh out what Peter and Harry's friendship was like. Given that Harry will play a prominent role in the story, I think it would be very important to have some Easter eggs regarding Harry.
And on top of that, not to mention, Peter could probably say like at a certain point in the missions, right? Those Easter eggs can also help Peter get Harry out of the symbiote. That would be so good.
Also, perhaps Pete even finds an old notebook when he's just kind of cleaning out the house. And in that notebook, it has some early suit design concepts when he was originally designing his Spider-Man suit. There could be a lot of opportunities to explore Peter's past within Aunt May's home. So I'm hoping that Aunt May's home is a playable location filled with a ton of Easter eggs. Speaking of Peter's history, there's a very good chance that Queens will be included in the playable map.
Yes, sir!
If Queens is included, then there could be a ton of opportunities to explore Peter's roots. I already mentioned Aunt May's home, but what about Midtown High, Peter's old home, or MJ's home growing up? Maybe some old spots that he and Harry would hang out at in Queens.
That would be perfect. I know. Keenan. Let's go back to that. Listen to what you just said.
Is included, then there could be a ton of opportunities to explore Peter's roots.
That would be so beautiful.
I already mentioned Aunt May's home, but what about Midtown High?
Yes. The amount of times that Peter has fought, had to transform into, it had to go and change into a Spider-Man suit to fight at Midtown High would be beautiful. Just the amount of memories with that too. You guys have no idea how many times he had to transform. He had to leave class to go transform into Spider-Man. Think about all the memories, right? Think about, say, the time that, you know, Peter and Flash, you know, were not, like, whenever Flash was bullying him, right? And he starts dodging all of the water balloons. Ooh, man. He's gonna sit, like think about that. Like, he's gonna have like a lot of memories, you know, his first ever time going to, you know, his first ever time actually, like, you know, being smart. Well, damn, Peter's already smart. Fuck you, Sam. Fuck. Hey, Peter, don't do it. I know all y'all are watching. Insomniac, I know all y'all are watching. I even would have been a blast. Do not try to. You do. Nope. Okay. Okay. So that could be great. That could be great because he could. The amount of times that to hide his suit, the amount of times that Flash has bullied him, to a point.
Peter's old high school or MJ's home growing up. Maybe some old spots that he and Harry would hang out at in Queens. There could be a lot of locations to explore and find Easter eggs within Queens that could really give us some fun information about Peter's early years as Spider-Man.
Right.
The same could be said for Brooklyn in this game. Rumor
Yes!
is that Brooklyn will also be available to explore. If that's the case, then there could be an opportunity to discover Easter eggs for Miles Morales and his
And for Miles to
Perhaps
see,
we
yeah.
could even see Brooklyn's Visions Academy. Or spots that he and his
Ooh.
dad hung out at, or maybe just places that him and Finn would visit. If both queens
Ooh, another thing that could happen, or some of the places where him and Uncle Aaron used to go to. That would be fire.
Brooklyn are opened up on the playable map, then I hope Insomniac takes advantage of it and gives us a peek at some of the history for both Peter and Miles through finding some Easter eggs and collectibles. And lastly, I would love to see even more Easter eggs for Marvel characters. We got
Daredevil.
a plethora of Easter eggs for other Marvel characters in the first game, but I would love to see that expanded to other characters like Luke Cage or the Fantastic Four, and of course, the X-Men. We don't completely know if Wolverine will take place in the same universe as Spider-Man. But if he does, we better have some sort of Wolverine Easter egg, or even just a mention of him in this game. But those are just a few of the ideas for Easter eggs that I have in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'd love to know what kind of Easter eggs you would like to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2 in the comments. And as always, leave your thoughts about the video or suggestions for other videos in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for your support, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.
Like, think about that. Like, it would be so good too. Like, think about that. We could have Brooklyn out and stuff like that. We could have everything in there. Now we gotta take a look at this because I never had a chance to see this. According to Spider-Man Force Plus, and we're gonna watch this.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and today we have some Spider-Man news. Now, we do have news about Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland in the MCU.
That was already confirmed.
We're also still going to be talking about Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, because they could be coming back not only...
Bro, for those who don't know, Andrew is my favorite one, and after that, Tobey is also up there, and after that, Tom is right now, current Tom's my favorite one, if you guys haven't seen No Way Home.
To the Sony universe, but also possibly back to the MCU as well, which is super exciting. Plus, not to mention, the last time we talked about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield possibly appearing in the MCU, Marvel Studios had not revealed Secret Wars yet. Now, of course, we assumed that everything was heading to Secret Wars, but now
everything has to be headed to Secret Wars.
Will top off the...
Everything has to be headed to Secret Wars because they could end up getting the black suit, because if you guys don't know this comic, Peter actually gets the black suit from this whole entire event. He ends up getting the black suit, which could lead us into Spider-Man 4, where, he's going to have the suit on for, probably whole time. Until you realize that the suit's making him go crazy.
Multiverse saga in 2025, and it looks like we could be seeing our three Spider-Men together again.
Team up
possibly
again.
Even in their own movie for Sony. So, Spider-Man 4 news, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield news, and Secret Wars news.
Wars
Let's start off
with Tom.
Spider-Man 4. Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, has
confirmed it
out and talked about how he sees Spider-Man and could have hinted at his future in the MCU. When Kevin Feige was asked about his favorite Peter Parker job, he said, Teacher and scientist are the ones that always stick with me.
Teacher and scientist. We already know that Peter is smart. He could be a teacher. He could be a scientist. Everybody knows that Peter has a brain. Everybody knows that my boy Peter is smart. And by the way, for those who haven't wished my boy happy birthday Who hasn't wished my boy Peter happy birthday? We didn't even know that. We didn't even know that. I said, wait, hold up. He was what the? Wait, hold up. Y'all did if y'all didn't know they had a birthday, we were all in the multiverse. Like all of our minds got wiped about who Peter Parker was.
Because if he hadn't become Spider-Man, that's who he was anyways. That's always the duality of Spidey, between doing what he is now able to do with these powers, but also trying to live the life he would have had anyways, or attempting to. So Kevin Feige's favorite parts about...
So he could be a teacher or a scientist. What if he puts those together and ends up doing both? He could do that, actually. He could end up doing that, honestly. Because when you think about it, Peter has always had a brain. Well, Peter's always been smart, especially, why did I say brain? Seriously, yeah. Your boy can't speak today. Your boy can't speak. But, that means that since Peter is really smart, you guys have no idea how smart he is. Some of you guys don't realize how smart he is. It's insane. But, he could, honestly, if he wanted to, he could be a teacher. But from the looks of it, it seems like they don't want to go with the traditional, hey, let's go ahead and make Peter Parker a photographer. Try to make him take photos for the Bugle and stuff like that. Because the chances are it is going to end up being, MJ is going to end up taking the photos and vice versa instead of Peter.
About Spider-Man are, of course, him being Spidey, but also Peter Parker being a teacher and a scientist. And this could actually be what we end up seeing Tom Holland's Peter Parker turn into.
Right,
we've seen Spider-Man in high school.
Right, instead of him going, saying, hey, I want to do photos for the Bugle.
We've seen Spider-Man in college. We even got a brief moment of him and the two other Spider-Men as well being a scientist in Spider-Man No Way Home. But even that was only...
Because the thing is, like what Cosmic Wonder said, we've seen him as a high schooler. We've seen him in college because of Toby's. We've seen him in college because of Toby, so it kind of wouldn't make any sense to see... It kind of wouldn't make sense to see Tom's. And we also, well, the thing is, like, never mind. I think I know never mind. I know what he's talking about now. He's talking about the fact that we've already seen him in college. We've seen him in high school. Andrew and Toby. We've seen both of their Peter Parkers in high school and college. So with this one, with Tom's Spider-Man, they could more than likely make him into a science teacher.
A brief moment, and we've never seen him be a teacher. But since Kevin Feige is so fond of it, and of course he's in charge of the next Spider-Man film and probably the next 3, this could be a direction that we actually see Peter Parker go.
It's gonna be a very...
On YouTube, I know that making an authentic video with a clear call to action is the key to getting results.
I know you want to make your bag, but I want to listen to this.
Especially if you consider the fact that now he doesn't really have anyone.
Yeah.
And while I do think...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I love how I stopped on the meme. I like how I stopped on the meme. I like how I stopped on it too. Look at my boy Andrew. I like how I stopped on it too, bro. Okay, so since he said that's very interesting for him to take, that would be amazing. Because like you said, he doesn't have anybody else, right? But what are the chances? Because the thing is, with MJ, she's probably still going to remember. So she's probably going to remember all of them because she still has that Black Dahlia necklace. So what are the odds that somewhere in Spider-Man 4 or 5, at some point, MJ's going to be like, oh, wait, Peter? It's just going to remember all of the... It's just going to remember everything. Like, I'm talking like from Homecoming... to Far From Home, to what happened, up to even No Way Home. It's just gonna be like, hold up, so Goblin. That we also. The thing is, for the fact that she's gonna feel like someone's missing from that trip in Europe. The only thing that she's probably gonna remember is Spider-Man being in Europe. She's not gonna remember Peter Parker ever being in her class. That would mean that somewhere down the line, that MJ is going to remember who Peter is, and she's going to realize, oh, wait, hold that time in Europe when Spider-Man was. That was actually him fighting Mysterio.
I think they will revisit Peter Parker's relationship with MJ.
Oh,
Their
100%.
memories will be restored to them. I do think that we are probably going to be seeing an older adult version of Peter Parker in the MCU.
Yeah.
A Peter Parker who is not in school in any type of form, not high school, not college,
Not
graduate
not
school,
graduate.
no type of school at all, but a full adult Peter Parker. This is a direction that Spider-Man has never really been taken before on film. And if Kevin Feige likes Peter being a scientist and a teacher, that could actually be what we see in Spider-Man 4, 5, or 6, or all of them. Now, at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, we did see that Peter Parker was still trying to...
We see this right here. But my guess is probably if they are going to do this, they're probably going to do the college trilogy. Which would mean that he would meet Harry Osborn. He'd meet Harry Osborn and Black Cat, or you could probably slip, you know, my boy Miles in there. You could probably slip, you know, Miles up in there. Jane Smith.
get his high school diploma. We saw a book called GED Test Study Manual. So he's going to be out of high school. We might see him in college, but Kevin Feige might decide to skip forward a little bit. And if we don't see that happen in Spider-Man 4, I'm assuming that we're going to see that happen in Spider-Man 5 or 6. Now, I just want to clarify that this does not mean that Spider-Man is going to stop being Spider-Man. We obviously would not have a Spider-Man movie if Peter Parker was not still going about being Spider-Man.
They could do
However,
Spider-Man
we
no
haven't really
more.
seen Spider-Man have to handle an adult job and also
being
at the
Spider-Man.
same time. That's very different because you can clearly get fired from a job if you don't show up, but Spider-Man has to save the world or just fight crime at a street level.
Exactly.
And that doesn't really go on a schedule. Now, of course, keep in mind that Spider-Man No Way Home, its post-credit scene did tease Venom. So I am assuming that regardless of how old Peter Parker is, Venom is still going to be
He's still going to get the
in
symbiote.
Spider-Man 4, but this still could happen if he is an adult. And keep in mind, if he is an adult, he'll probably still...
Oh, yeah. Not actually, yeah, that could happen because it happened with Toby's. It happened with Toby because Toby was he at? Damn. What was the time span in between when Toby got out of college? When Toby Spider-Man got out of college? What was the time span? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Toby already had it.
Adult, maybe 30 years old. But I, for one, do think it would be really, really cool, like Kevin Feige, to see Peter Parker out of school. I think it would be a really great change. Now, speaking of changes, Spider-Man No Way Home changed everything when they introduced the other two Spider-Man in the same universe, interacting with our Peter Parker. It was an iconic moment, one of the greatest moments, not only in super...
This will be forever my favorite scene in the whole entire movie. Seeing these three goats on screen.
Hero history, but of course in film history as well. And it looks like the three Spider-Man may not be done. It looks like...
But my boy Andrew still got the best suit though. My boy Andrew still got the drippy suit. Tom still drip. Tom got the drip though. I know you guys saw him throwing hands at Goblin. Toby, I love you, bruh. Love you, bruh. You will always be my OG. But Andrew. They got that drip.
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire still could come back and do another team-up film with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Now, here's something really important to note. The MCU has kind of contradicted itself with Phase 4, but that actually ended up kind of being a good thing as far as Spider-Man is concerned. Loki established that at the very end of the series, killing He Who Remains is why essentially we have a multiverse and not just one timeline now. And He Who Remains basically said that if they kill him, then his other variants are going to want the entire multiverse. They will leave their universe and go
hunting for other universes.
Start a multiversal war. Also, incursion will probably happen. That's what Miss Minutes meant when she said that the whole entire multiverse was almost destroyed at the end of the multiversal war. However, the villains in Spider-Man No Way Home and the other Spider-Man appeared in that universe, the Earth 616.
Wait. Doesn't it also mean technically that Superior Spider-Man could also be involved somehow? Because we haven't met Superior Spider-Man at all, and there are other variants of Peter Parker. aka there's other versions of Spider-Man. So that means that in No Way Home, you could potentially got to look at Superior Spider-Man. Oh!
Universe because
That would have been insanely way worse. Woo!
apparently of Doctor Strange's spell. Then in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, we were expecting some mention of Loki and He Who Remains, and essentially the creation of the multiverse, but that didn't happen.
We saw a Living
In fact,
Tribunal
the events
though.
of Spider-Man No Way Home didn't even affect the events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse.
Which
of
I'm
Madness.
questioning.
But here's why it's a good thing. While Doctor Strange and nobody else may not remember who Peter Parker is, making it very unlikely that the other Spider-Man could find their way back to the same universe again, the huge multiverse event in Loki makes it to where everything is going to lead up to Secret War.
See, look, in Secret Wars, he's gonna get the black suit. He has to get the black suit in Secret Wars, which would force, you know, all the other Spider-Men all the other Spider-Men to come in and to try and convince Tom's Spider-Man to take it off. More than likely, it's gonna end up being Toby's Spider-Man because he'd be like, hey, take it off, take it off, take it off. I know you don't want to take it off, and I know it feels good. You have all the power, but it's dangerous and you need to take it off. He's gonna be like, no. I love it.
Wars. And this is going to be where we are going to see all of our Spider-Man back together again.
And they're gonna end up fighting Tom. They're gonna end up fighting Tom's Spider-Man because of the fact that he has a symbiote on. And the only one that could possibly end up talking him out of it is going to be Toby. Because Toby is the one that has had the most experience dealing with the black suit. Which would mean in my idea, and this is how I think it's gonna work. Toby's Spider-Man is gonna talk to Tom's Spider-Man while he has the black suit on. He's gonna be like, hey, it feels good, but you gotta take it off. You have to take it off because I've been through this because, you know, I felt rage. It just amplifies. You're gonna be bad. Like, you need to take it off. It is not okay for you to have it on this long. And if he keeps it on that long, we're obviously end up getting poisoned.
More in a bit, but there has.
If we don't get poisoned, if we don't get poisoned, we're obviously going to see Tom go to the Fantastic Four. He's probably gonna have to talk to Mr. Fantastic, and he's gonna have to say, hey, you need to get this off of me.
Rumors going around recently that Sony still wants Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to go in other Spider-Man projects with Sony. Now, these rumors have been going around for a long time from some insiders, but there have been new rumors that they might actually want Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to team up with Tom Holland in another film. Now, judging by the way that
it's gonna be Secret Wars. If it's not Secret, well, it is gonna be Secret Wars. The fuck am I talking about?
Using the skills you'll master.
Everybody has been talking about this. It really does seem like this is going to be a
separate
film. If it does happen, then Secret Wars, which would be really, really cool. But they obviously
they could do Moreland. They could do the Moreland.
Would have to find a good reason for the three Spider-Men coming together again. This is definitely something that should not be overdone because then it loses what makes it special. So they can't overdo it, but hopefully Kevin Feige is going to be involved, and according to recent reports, Kevin Feige is involved with almost every Spider-Man Sony project. So if he's involved, I trust him. But of course, the big one is Secret Wars, and we've even heard rumors recently that Andrew Garfield has possibly signed up for 2 movies returning as Spider-Man.
Yes, sir!
In Secret Wars. Now, this is kind of a no-brainer at this point. Secret Wars is where multiple
variants of the same character
and fight together. And now Marvel Studios has confirmed the last Avengers movie of Phase 6
is Secret Wars.
Avengers Secret Wars. Also, of course, the Avengers movie right before that is
Kang
Avengers
Dynasty.
The Kang Dynasty, which is clearly going to talk about the multiverse as well, considering how Kang and all of his other evil variants,
this could also explain how the Sony universe, the Sony Spider-Verse is connected to Marvel Spider-Verse, which is connected to this universe. Because right after this, I got something I gotta show you guys too. It's about Madam Web, and I know we haven't talked about Madam Web in a long time.
Try to take over the multiverse. So this sets up the 3 Spider-Man to get together again in a huge event.
Yep.
That definitely would be meaningful and would not be overdone then. In fact, it'll just add to the huge spectacle that Secret Wars is going to be, where we have multiple Captain Americas fighting together,
Multiple Spider-Men fighting together.
Hopefully, multiple Wolverines, and other X-Men as well, of course. This really is a no-brainer at this point, and if this doesn't happen, I think fans are actually going to be quite confused. We saw them before in their very own movie.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it happen again in this huge movie where we're seeing it a lot? And definitely by that point in time,
But
Peter
it's no big
Parker
deal.
should be grown up, and he'll
Yeah.
also be teaming up with other grown-up Peter Parkers. But I do hope they throw in a younger one, and I hope
Miles
that
Morales.
is Miles Morales, especially after they threw in that Miles Morales
Easter egg in No Way
Spider-Man
Home.
Home, where Electro said there's got to be a Black
Be a Black
Spider-Man out there somewhere.
somewhere.
That seemed like a pretty big setup as well. So
That would be so good too, because they could mentor, or at least hold on. At least Tom's version of Peter Parker. Tom's version of Spider-Man could probably mentor, well, obviously it's gonna happen, could mentor Miles Morales and say, hey, yo, way better than me, and it's probably gonna end up doing this, right? There would be so much stuff going on to the point where, you know, probably Miles gets involved in one of the fights, right? And keep in mind, we all know that Miles is crazy powerful. We're talking about a Spider-Man. I'm gonna put this. He 1v6 the Sinister Six and won. If he got introduced into No Way Home, if Miles came through the portal in No Way Home, I would have been going. Everybody in the theater would have been confused. They would have seen this man beat Electro. He beat Electro single-handedly. That's a spoiler, by the way, if you guys haven't read that comic. Or, you know, watch the YouTube video. That would be insane.
definitely by that point in time, Peter
Parker should be
grown up, and he'll also be teaming up with other grown-up Peter Parkers. But I do hope they throw in a younger one, and I hope that is Miles Morales, especially after they threw in that Miles Morales Easter egg in Spider-Man No Way Home, where Electro said there's got to be a Black Spider-Man out there somewhere. That seemed like a pretty big setup as well. So, as you can see, the future of Spider-Man is great. It is very bright right
Bro,
now.
I'm sorry, this is a cold picture, bro. This is such a raw picture right here. Just look at this, bro. This is such a raw picture right here. Like, look at Tom's suit, bro. I know that you guys see this. I know that you guys see this, bro. Look at how beautiful this suit looks, bro. Spider on it and the, oh my gosh, this looks.
The future of Spider-Man is great. It is very bright
It
right
is
now. So let me know what
amazing
you
right now.
hope to see from the future of Spider-Man in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest.
It is amazing right now to be a Spider-Man fan. We're eating good. I do know another one that came up was. Ooh, we gotta talk about Madam Web. We gotta go to comic book cast. Sorry, your boy's hungry. We gotta talk about Madam Web real quick. We need to talk about Madam Web because of the fact that she's getting her own movie. You guys already know that Madam Web is gonna go crazy. As a matter of fact, there was a leaked photo too. There was a leaked photo for Julia Carpenter. Which is honestly the one that I'm mostly glad about, for the fact that it's actually gonna be Julia Carpenter over, you know, the usual one. We're not obviously the usual one, which is Cassandra Webb. That's the one that I know because I actually love the Julia Carpenter version better, because everybody knows why. Julia Carpenter version of her is better. And on top of that, to mention, there was a leak too. There was a leak. If you look closely at this leak, if I can find it. There was a leak. Where's the leak? Did they take it down? Did they take it down? Did they take it down? Don't tell me they took it down. Don't tell me they took it down. Do not tell me that they took it down. That leak was supposed to happen, chat. That leak was supposed to happen. Alright. So that leak, I found it. Look right here and look at her jacket. Look at Dakota Johnson's jacket. We got her jacket. This is leaked set footage of her as Madam Web, because you guys can tell by the jacket, this is obviously gonna end up being Cassandra Webb. Not Cassandra Webb, Julia Carpenter. This is gonna end up being Julia Carpenter, who is like the one that we all know, like she's the alternate one. She's not the one that sits in the chair. Which is Cassandra Webb. As much as I do like Cassandra Webb, I'm sorry. Julia Carpenter, she's terrifying. Like, I'm talking, like, if you guys have not read the comic or have not seen, like, any, like, sort of show with, like, Julia Carpenter's Madam Web, she gets out of the chair and starts fighting. It's the most scariest thing that I have seen. But anyways, this is, like, this is the set footage, too. Like, look at the, like, this is the set footage for it, too. It makes no sense right there. Dakota Johnson is in the red jacket with hold up, I think that was right here. Oh yeah, 100%. That's probably like, okay, so when the so when the comic gets, fuck, what's the color of Dakota Johnson's hair? Honestly, never mind. Yeah, that can work. Never mind. But they're obviously going with the Julia Carpenter version, which is like my favorite version. Shoot, we probably should change this to Madam Web, honestly. You guys want me to just go ahead and change this to Madam Web, or do you guys want me to change the stream to Madam Web, or do you guys just want me to just change it? Honestly, we are gonna be reacting to Gotham Knights trailer too. I want to react to the Gotham Knights, the building Gotham one, and along with that the Robin gameplay, but we can record that, and after that I can probably just put it together. But that is crazy though. Alright, chat. Okay, so anyways, let's see. What else do we got? First close-up look. Role confirmed. Madam Web leaks. Ooh, we gotta react to this too. The thing is, she was already confirmed. Let's go and check this out.
Sony is working on expanding its Spider-Man universe of films with multiple films in production.
Ooh, another thing is a lot of people are saying that Adam Scott might be playing an older version of Peter Parker. I guess that he's gonna be playing, you know, obviously if he's playing an older version of Peter Parker. We don't know which one. We don't know which one, chat, so that would be a little bit more of a thing. And on top of that, we will be getting into Miles versus Peter later too, so that'll be like probably the last thing we talk about.
I need you to do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button so you can see more news updates like this moving forward. Now, Sony found a lot of success with Spider-Man No Way Home.
So I want to back off of it.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and more. We know that Morbius has not been well received by critics or audiences, but so far,
yeah.
Regardless, Sony is not slowing down on film adaptations of Spider-Man related characters. Sony has both Kraven and Madam Web currently filming. Today we're getting looks at actors Adam Scott and...
This is the thing right here that I'm a little bit concerned about right here. He doesn't look like he could play like an older version of Peter Parker. At least in my opinion. A lot of people are gonna say that, like, in my opinion, he does look like he can probably, you know, play off like an alternate version of Peter Parker. Probably, you know, probably. I'm not saying that he could possibly play Superior Spider-Man, but I can see him playing Superior Spider-Man.
And Dakota Johnson on set in the movie. These shots don't show much, but we get.
They show the red trench. In the comics, in the comics, yeah, it's supposed to be a red trench coat. But right here, I can see why, because Dakota Johnson as Madam Web. I'm curious about this because of her other work, but her as Madam Web, I can see it honestly. Like, she looks like she could be.
More sense of the time and style of the film. I am digging Dakota Johnson's jacket in these photos, and of course there's Adam Scott. This movie is not yet instilling me with any confidence about its existence, but Madam Web will be coming sooner than later. It's still an odd choice for the film adaptation, and I rank this one up there with Sony's plans for a film about Aunt May. There's a chance this movie will be good.
This one I'm questioning. First of all, I did not know they were making a film about Aunt May. I did not know they were making a film about Aunt May. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no idea they were making a film about May.
We will be good if this film takes on a team-like story with
Jessica Drew
with other Spider-Women. But that also depends on the villain. I'm glad Sony is motivated to make movies in the Spider-Man universe, but I am sad that they refuse to hire a consultant or a showrunner for their efforts. Anyway, that's all I have for this one. If you guys like these updates, you want to see more, do me a favor. Please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, I'll check you guys
honestly
later.
I can see it. I can see it working though. I can see it working, but like a lot of people have their own opinions about Dakota Johnson being Madam Web. I wouldn't mind her being Madam Web. I would not mind her being Madam Web because, you know, she's like a crucial part, but Julia Carpenter, I can see her being like a good like Julia Carpenter Madam Web, you know what I'm saying? Let's go and check this one out.
Sony Spider-Verse continues to grow, and come October next year, we will be blessed with the sight of Sony's Madam Web. Of course, is following the magnum opus that they will pull out, which is Kraven. Okay, I'm gonna stop that bit now. Let's talk about Madam Web. We have our first look at her costume.
Not to mention the amount of spells that we could. Oh my god, this is gonna be so beautiful. Just imagine Doctor Strange and Madam Web meeting each other, bro. Oh, that would be so fire, because they would have a whole bunch of explaining to do with what happened in No Way Home. Because they could have, like, you know, a moment where they're talking about what happened in No Way Home. They could be like, why is his body still moving whenever I put him into the astral plane? Whenever I moved, you know, whenever I pretty much, you know, put him into his astral form, and his body is still moving. Like, oh, I remember that scene too. Hold up. Right here. Especially right here. like right here, they're gonna have a whole bunch of explaining to because Madam Web is probably gonna be sitting there. It's probably gonna be like, and Strange, like, just imagine if Strange meets Madam Web, she's gonna be sitting there, it's like, look at this, like, look at the way that he's moving. That means that Peter's spider sense can be heard, at least from the fuck. I'm not thinking of web reality. The web of life and destiny.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
You're not dead. You've just been separated from your
physical form. And see, like, notice how his body is still moving. That must mean I have this weird theory, and I have this theory, Chad. This is like a weird theory. But what if Madam Web sensed that Peter was in danger without him being in his physical form, and she's just using her mind to just do this?
How are you doing that?
I have no idea.
You should not be able to do
That
that.
was amazing. That might be one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me, but don't ever do that again.
Like, think about that, bro. Like, all of the stuff that's gonna be talked about is gonna be insane.
Well, everybody, prepare for disappointment. If you were expecting the Madam Web.
The Madam Web, yeah.
Maybe disappointment, depends. Because she looks like the one on the right here. Except, this is where the disappointment really comes in. People were still holding out hope that Madam Web, played by Dakota Johnson, would still have red hair. Like, they would effectively give her the red hair.
They would give her, yeah.
That's not the case, because we got the first look at her in her costume and what she's going to look like in the film as they're actively shooting in Boston, and she looks just like she looks on the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side, yeah.
And I do have the image link down below if you guys want to see it. You're not going to be blown away by anything, I don't think. She's wearing jeans, a black belt, a gray tank top by the look of it, some red jacket, and she's got jet black hair on the set of this film. So,
honestly, I could see it.
Everybody expected that she's not gonna fully have a actual
Madam Web look
costume per se, that this is gonna be the costume she does have, and effectively that's it. So definitely looks like they're gonna take the secret agent-ish route or whatever was rumored and whatever they're doing. Again, nothing wrong with it. I just think a lot of people are going to be disappointed.
That's the thing, Chaz. A lot of people think that they're probably going to end up being disappointed about it. I am actually excited for this.
Well, it's another entry in Sony just hanging on to the rights. And that's kind of like what you have here. Again, I'm not really super disappointed, but I was never expecting the greatest thing ever.
That's the thing, Chad. Like I said, I'm hopeful for this. Like, I am really hopeful for this. So it makes... I'm hopeful for this. I don't know why I'm hopeful for this, but I am, because like we never ever get a chance to actually, you know, see Madam Web. This is the first time that some of you guys are hearing of her.
Either, so it's kind of just right there in the middle. It's more or less what I thought I would get, and it's what I'm getting. I will say, Dakota Johnson, she's not a bad actress.
She's not.
So maybe she can pull this off and kind of save it, if you will. But again, it's all going to come down to story and writing and everything, and the budget, and seeing how they couldn't even afford to actually shoot in New York and they had to go to Boston.
They had to go to different places to make it look like New York.
The budget isn't exactly going to be the highest and more, prominent part of this film. It sounds like it's definitely on the cheaper end, so I wouldn't hold out my breath for too much insanity. Let's put it that way. I know, a little disappointing of an update, but hey, it's our next entry in the Spider-Man franchise. Make of it what you will. Sony did say that they want this film to be their Doctor Strange and their multiverse character, so...
Well, I mean, technically speaking, Doctor Strange actually kind of is both almost, because of the spell that he did in... the spell that he did in No Way Home. Quote unquote, bought and swapped Vulture and Eddie out. So instead of the spell, because the thing is, instead of that spell working for everybody that already know Peter Spider-Man, that spell worked back Which, by the way, that doesn't make any sense, but apparently it does. Alright, and now we're heading into Miles versus Peter and Marvel, because Miles versus Peter is an insane thing. Miles versus Peter would be an insane thing because of the fact that they've already fought before. But there is, like, nothing on there but other than this. The thing is, they can't kill off Peter, and we don't know if we're actually going to get a chance, because the thing is, like I said, at some point, they are going to have to fight. Like, they are going to have to fight. That's the thing, Chad. It's like, whenever they do, they're going to have to fight. Like, that's automatic. You know, probably Miles can, you know, bring Peter back to Earth and say, hey, this is not what you taught me. You know, do something with it. And, of course, MJ's probably going to be the one to bring him back. MJ's going to be the one to bring him back. That's all I have to say about that. Is that the fight could go on in, like, 2 separate ways. Now, obviously, if you guys don't know this Madam Web, this is the Madam Web that I'm talking about. This is Julia Carpenter's Madam Web. This is the one that I'm talking about right here. Like, this one right here is the one that, you know, that I know. This is the one I know. This is the one that, you know, I will pretty much like. So, probably Dakota Johnson's going off of that. But I know. Ooh, we also forgot about this one, too. And we also talked about Adam Scott as well. A lot of people think that he looks like he could be a Peter Parker.
Sony is expanding its Spider-Verse currently by shooting Madam Web.
And so it's going to be the last video after I'm getting off.
Just recently, we had the reports that Adam Scott
joined the project.
Unknown character, and that they were trying to keep who he's playing very much under wrap, as it's a major secret.
Yo, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We're going to be here talking about Spider-Man Marvel, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be playing a whole bunch of stuff, bro. We're going to be playing a whole bunch of stuff. Make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button on Instagram as well. Hit that follow button. Subscribe if you are new. Hit that bell, bro. I had to put that out there.
Began to swirl that he would be playing,
hey, he would be playing a multi-version of Peter Parker.
Spider-Man. And brand new set photos, well, they might actually confirm it.
Okay.
So if you guys would like to see the image I am talking about, courtesy of Just Jared, who always seems to be on the forefront of getting tons of photos from productions like this in high details, I will have it linked down below. But what I'm about to describe to you is essentially this outfit. We see
the Tom Holland outfit.
The set. We see the pants / jeans he's wearing, the fold he has at the bottom looking like a nerd. This same exact shirt that Peter is wearing here, except it has like pockets on it. He's wearing this like.
Wait. So okay, I can see why, because it's like this is Tom's outfit. Wait, this is Tom's. This is Tom's spin in No Way Home. Wait, fuck, Far From Home. This is Tom's outfit in Far From Home.
Gray undershirt, which we've seen Spider-Man wear before. He's also wearing some sort of watch, which people are speculating looks a little too big to be a normal watch, so they're thinking that it could be something related to like a web shooter. Again, the jury's out on that one, but who knows? But the takeaway everybody here has is, if you were to take a older version of Spider-Man that looks a little bit more grizzled, yeah, this is what kind of you would expect he looks like, with a beard. And it's interesting because he's even got that same like Tobey Maguire,
Andrew
comb over going on and everything. And again, just going back to what they said recently.
The thing is, that video that I saw of him, he doesn't look like he's like a Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland one. He looks like he could be like more of like a Andrew. Looks like he could probably be like an Andrew, probably. Oh, he's Superior Spider-Man.
In interviews and revealing Spider-Man, earlier this year they said that they already know what they're going to be doing with Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse, and that we would find out relatively soon who Spider-Man is
in their
the
universe.
Web universe. I mean, a lot of people already speculated that it could be Adam Scott when there was early rumors that he was joining the project.
Yeah.
Then he officially was announced. Now he's on the set looking like Peter Parker. I mean, I don't want to say people are wrong. I personally don't believe it.
I believe that it's Toby. Wait,
I mean,
Andrew.
Here. Like, I looked at this photo, I was like, oh, he looks like Peter Parker. And then I kind of looked at it closer when I read the text message that somebody sent me. I was like, oh, that's Adam Scott, huh?
But then again, he looks like he could be Peter Parker. I'm gonna check the leak right after the video, chat.
Peter Parker, and I didn't even see who was in the photo because it was a side profile. So, again, there's maybe something here. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, legally, I don't think Disney can prevent them from using Tom Holland, but
hey,
they need to go in a different direction because that would just then confuse people and make it more problematic. And again, there's still the whole thing where people that are working on Madam Web said it's a Marvel Studios film, so, I mean, who really knows? We don't know what's going on with this till they announce it.
It couldn't be.
And officially confirm it, but what do you guys think? Is he Peter Parker here? Are you...
I'm gonna go ahead and check these leaks out if they're in the description. Chat, there's no way that it could be. Okay, he looks like Peter Parker. Okay, so yeah, he looks like Peter Parker. Just the hair, the exact same. Okay. He looks like Peter Parker. He looks exactly like Peter Parker, bro. Yo, chat, is audio good still? Yo, chat, is audio good? Alright, audio's still good. Okay, it's still good. But yeah, that would be insane though if they did do that. That would be crazy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get off for the rest. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. So, anyways, hold up. Okay, so at least we got it up. Okay. So obviously that's the one that I know. Oh, they added Emma Roberts. Okay. Gonna be fired in. Villain League 2, a girl, 2 Madam Webs. Color revealed, Spider Girl. There's no way that this is targeting a teacher. Ooh, Madam Web exclusive. What part did you talk about being Madam Web? Get to that tomorrow too. Toby and Andrew confirmed. Alright, this will be the last one.
फ्रेंड्स तो देखो मैडम वेब की शूटिंग अब स्टार्ट हो चुकी है और सेट के अंदर से अब कुछ फोटोज भी बाहर आने चालू हो चुके हैं.
Okay, you were talking too fast. Updates and cast and stuff like that. I want to go into more detail on this, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off But anyways, hey, at least we got good stuff. Hey, at least we got good stuff coming. We got good stuff coming, bro. But other than that, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button on Twitch, hit that subscribe button, hit that, and follow me on Instagram as well. Everything else, and I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Love you guys. Peace.